Hello ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to this video. A very warm welcome to another video of mine. Well, today I'm gonna talk about the Saturn's transit in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra. You know, on the 18th of February 2022, the planet Saturn will move into the Dhanishtha Nakshatra. And Saturn will be staying in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra until 15th of March 2023. So this transit of Saturn in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra will be in the Capricorn sign as well as in the Aquarius sign. So from the 18th of February 2022, Saturn will be in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra, and the ruler of the Dhanishtha Nakshatra is the planet Mars. And the deity of the Dhanishtha Nakshatra is the Vasus. I mean the 8 Vasus. You know, these Vasus are the solar gods of energy and light. So at this point in time, the planet will be under the influence of the Dhanishtha Nakshatra. In other words, Mars will be influencing the planet Saturn during this period. I mean, the Dhanishtha Nakshatra influencing the planet Saturn will infuse in Saturn knowledge and intelligence. You know, an important thing to note is that Saturn considers Mars to be its enemy. I mean, the planet Saturn considers Mars to be its enemy, while Mars considers Saturn to be a neutral for itself. You know, Saturn represents a lot of things. It represents hard work. It represents perseverance. It represents analytical skills. It represents administrative work. It represents the poor. It represents practical thinking. It represents rational thinking. Saturn is also a kind of a judge for human beings. It also represents patience and discipline. Saturn also represents properties, real estate, blind people, poor people, etc., etc., etc. So, I'm gonna tell all the moon signs and ascendants how their time would be during this 13-month period when Saturn will be in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra. Well, seeing the planetary position and Saturn's transit in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra, I want to tell you all something today. I want to tell you all that when Saturn enters the Dhanishtha Nakshatra, you need to understand and know that one thing is very certain in this world, that nothing is certain. So at this point in time, you will be faced with uncertainties. But Saturn also represents religion, spiritual wisdom, and meditation. So at this point in time, you need to know that God is with you. You know, even though during this time everything will become uncertain, you need to believe in that Almighty God who is omnipresent, who is omniscient, who is omnipotent. So at this point in time, your belief in God will help you. You know, I just told you all that one thing is certain in this world, that nothing is certain. But one thing I can tell you all with certainty, that God is that powerful entity who is holding a billion universes on his palm, and he is taking care of those universes and all the things in it, including us. So with this belief that if God can take care, protect and love all the things in so many universes, then he can take care of us, he can love us, he can protect us in this world. For him, protecting us, loving us and caring about us is a child's play. So with this belief, you need to move forward in your life at this point in time. You know, your religion, your spiritual wisdom, your meditation at this point in time will help you to move forward in your life at this point in time. So your faith, your belief in God is very important at this point in time. You know, you need to believe that if God is for you, then who can be against you? Remember that God can do anything in this world. If he wants, he can change day into night and night into day. I mean, he can transform anything within a second. So with this belief, with this faith in God, you need to move forward in your life at this point in time. When you enter this phase of Saturn in Dhanishtha Nakshatra, you need to recondition your mind. You need to affirm to yourself that good things are supposed to happen to me. You need to repeat this sentence several times a day that good things are supposed to happen to me. Your mind is everything in this world, and the thoughts in your mind will determine how successful you will be at this point in time. So you need to be very careful about those thoughts which are coming into your mind. You can't control the thoughts which are coming into your mind, but you can definitely control the thoughts which you dwell on, which you ponder over, which you think about. So you need to think about only the positives in your life at this point in time. You need to think about those positive thoughts which are coming into your mind. Our lives are mainly influenced by the way we think things are, not the way they are. I repeat that our lives are basically influenced by the way we think things are, not the way they are. So your perspective about a situation would be very important at this point in time. You need to be very positive at this point in time when Saturn is in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra. And as Saturn represents hard work, you need to persevere at this point in time. Perseverance is the hard work you do after you have done the hard work you have already done. For example, if you have worked hard during the day and you come home and you start working on your talents and gifts at home, then that is called perseverance. Perseverance means not giving up under any circumstances. Perseverance means that you are trying to learn something new in your life. Perseverance means that you are trying to improve yourself in your life. So perseverance and hard work will play a very important factor at this point in time. At this point in time, you need to understand and know that anything which is worth doing is worth doing badly. Yes, we have been taught that anything which is worth doing right if we know how to do it. But if we don't know how to do it, then it is worth doing badly until we get it right. I mean, if you don't know how to do something, you must start doing it anyhow. Even if you don't know how to do it, you will have to start hammering that stone until you break it. Similarly, you will have to start doing that thing until you get it right. So don't be shy of doing anything at this point in time which is in your heart. At this point in time, your ideal should be of very high standards. You should make some unrealistic goals for yourself. You might say that why I am suggesting you this. You should dream of getting $100 million at this point in time. Your ideal should be to achieve the highest in your life at this point in time. Because only if you shoot for the moon, you will land among stars. So your ideals at this point in time should be of the highest degree. Achieving an ideal, achieving a goal should not be your goal. Striving to achieve that goal should be your goal. Because when you are striving to achieve that goal, you will grow. If you achieve your goal, if you achieve your ideal, life becomes meaningless. And hence, making a goal which is not achievable should be your goal. Because when you strive to reach your goals and dreams of your life, you will grow. So, reaching a reachable goal will stop your growth. This Saturn may make you toil. It may make you sweat. It may make you work hard. But don't be shy of doing hard work at this point in time. You shouldn't only do hard work at this point in time. You should do some smart work at this point in time. I mean, the work which you will be doing at this point in time should be inspired work. Because when you are inspired in your work, you will not feel the tiredness, you will not feel the exhaustion. You will always feel enthusiastic and happy in your work, which in turn will bring out the best in you. So that work which you will be doing during this time should be kind of an inspired work for you. Well, this is all I wanted to tell you all about the Saturn's journey in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra. Well, now let me start predicting about all the moon sign, all the ascendant signs. Well, for Aries moon sign, Aries ascendant people, this particular Saturn will be in your 10th house and 11th house. So at this point in time, you will see a boost in your career. You will see that you will get a promotion in your job at this point in time. Your bosses, your superiors are gonna remain happy with you at this point in time. Your career is gonna get a boost at this point in time, and you are gonna make profits in whatever you do at this point in time. Well, for Taurus moon sign, Taurus ascendant people, Saturn in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra will be in your 9th house and 10th house. So at this point in time, there could be a dramatic change in your life. There can be a drastic change in your life. There could be a residence change for you at this point in time. You would get fed up of your present circumstances and you would want to move forward in your life. You could also change a job or a career at this point in time to get some thrill in your life. Well, for Gemini moon sign, Gemini ascendant people, this particular Saturn in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra will be in your 8th house and 9th house. So you could see some sudden transformations in your life at this point in time. There could be some sudden changes in your life at this point in time. You'd easily be able to overcome all your barriers, hurdles and obstacles of your life at this point in time. Because you'd be living a sedentary, static, boring, monotonous life. Hence, you would like to travel at this point in time. You would like to explore some new places, some new opportunities for yourself at this point in time. Well, for Cancer moon sign, Cancer ascendant people, Saturn in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra will be in your 7th house as well as your 8th house. So at this point in time, you could get married. You could find a life partner for yourself at this point in time. For those people who are wanting to start a new business, this could be an ideal time for you to do that. You could also get help from your relatives at this point in time, which will help you to move forward in your life at this point in time. Well, for Leo moon sign, Leo ascendant people, this Saturn in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra will be in the 6th house as well as your 7th house. So at this point in time, you will be facing some hidden enemies in your life. You will feel that your near or dear ones, your loved ones are not listening to you at this point in time. Hence, this will make you dejected and depressed in your life at this point in time. You would want to avoid your near and dear ones, your loved ones, your relatives at this point in time, just because they are not giving you the importance you want from them. Your secret enemies might try to harm you at this point in time, and your health is gonna be of serious concern at this point in time. Well, for Virgo moon sign, Virgo ascendant people, this particular Saturn in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra will be in your 5th and 6th house. So, at this point in time, you are gonna live out of your imagination. I mean, you are gonna live out of your mind sight at this point in time. You wouldn't give any sort of importance to your eyesight at this point in time. I mean, you will not look at your current circumstances, but you would like to see the larger picture of life, which would be ahead of you. I mean, you are gonna focus on your future at this point in time and not your present. Well, for Libra moon sign, Libra ascendant people, Saturn will be in your 4th house and 5th house. So at this point in time, you are gonna see happiness, joy, prosperity in your life. Whatever you do at this point in time, you are gonna see success in that. You might also buy a property at this point in time, which can give you a lot of profits in the future. You would have excellent relationship with your near or dear ones. Well, for Scorpio moon sign, Scorpio ascendant people, this Saturn is gonna be in the 3rd house as well as the 4th house. So at this point in time, you will become very courageous. You are gonna move forward in your life very courageously. You are going to take some very important decision during this time which will help you to catapult in your life in the future. You are going to remain bold in your work at this point in time. I mean, you are going to be determined about being successful in your life at this point in time. Well, for Sagittarius moon sign, Sagittarius ascendant people, this particular Saturn in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra will be in your second house and third house. So at this point in time, you will accumulate a lot of wealth in your life. You will see an addition to your family at this point in time. Your focus in life would be to save money at this point in time. Your family members are gonna support all your decisions you take for the family at this point in time. Well, for Capricorn moon sign, Capricorn ascendant people, Saturn in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra will be in your first house and second house. So at this point in time, you will be filled with confidence. You will be filled with grit, determination and enthusiasm in your life. You will be able to conquer things which you haven't been able to conquer until now. So you are gonna see success and prosperity in your life at this point in time. You will achieve all those things which you couldn't achieve in the past. Well, for Aquarius moon sign, Aquarius ascendant people, this particular Saturn in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra will be in your 12th house as well as your ascendant. So at this point in time, you are gonna get very religious. You are going to remain connected to God at this point in time. You wouldn't bother about the materialistic things of life at this point in time. You would rather focus on being spiritually wise than in the worldly matters. You could also spend sufficient money on yourself at this point in time to get the luxuries of life. If you are staying abroad, then there is a chance of you coming back home at this point in time. Well, for Pisces moon sign, Pisces ascendant people, this particular Saturn will be in your 11th house as well as your 12th house. So at this point in time, you are gonna see a lot of profits in your life. All your desires and wishes are gonna get fulfilled during this time. If you had wished for a particular thing, then that would manifest in your life at this point in time. You could get sufficient help from your siblings at this point in time, and they are gonna help you substantially to move forward in your life. Your father and mother at this point in time are gonna be of great help to you. I mean, they could help you financially at this point in time. Well, these were my general predictions about Saturn in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra. If you want some specific predictions about yourself, then you can contact me directly. Well, like I always say, that if you wish to know your future through astrology and you are determined to live the best possible version of yourself, well, one must always try to live his or her best version of themselves, because there is only one life to live. There are no duplicates of a life. You will not get a chance to live this beautiful life once again. And if you want to enhance your luck in your life, if you want to boost your luck in your life, then I want to tell you all that I have several remedies for you. These remedies which I am talking about are a fusion of astrological remedies, Vastu remedies and religious remedies which can be utilized by any person of any religion, because I believe that there is only one God in this universe. And if you want me to pray for you, because prayer can move mountains, so if you want me to pray for your health, wealth, success, prosperity, business, money, career, job, property, relationships, love relationships, etc., 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 then also you can contact me. And if you want a Vastu visit of your flat, office, home, residence, factory, etc., 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 then also you can contact me. And if you are hell-bent on taking your life from the ridiculous to the sublime, from the low point to the high point, from nothing to something, then you can contact me over WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number has been given on this video. Have a great day and a great life ahead. God bless you all. Jai Mata Di. Jai Ma Kali.